Just imagine this for a second. You wake up, it's the first day of the year. You check your bank account, and what do you see? A big, fat zero. Nothing. No savings, no investments, just a whole lot of uncertainty. You turn on the news, and all you hear is doom and gloom about the economy. For most people, that's not just a bad dream, that's a full-on nightmare.
And right there, in that moment of panic, most people just freeze up. They give up. They think, see, the system is rigged against me. But I'm here to tell you that this is not game over. Not even close. It's a fresh start, a totally clean slate. Welcome to my channel, The Financial Exit. This is what we do here. We give you the strategies you need to build your own financial freedom, so let's dive in.
Okay, before we even dream about building a financial empire, we have to deal with the one thing holding us back. Think of it like a dragon guarding a treasure chest, and that dragon's name is debt. So, phase 1 is all about breaking free from those chains and taking your power back.
A lot of people get this backward. They think, oh, I can just invest and make more than my debt costs me. But honestly, that's like trying to fill a bucket that's got holes in it. It doesn't matter how much water you pour in, your gains, it's just going to leak right out through those interest payments. You have got to plug the leaks first. Period.
And here's a secret that the banks really hope you don't figure out. Paying off your high-interest debt is the single best investment you will ever make. Think about it. If your credit card has a 20% interest rate, paying it off is the same as getting a guaranteed tax-free 20% return on your money. Tell me where else can you find a guaranteed risk-free return like that? You can't.
But look, debt isn't just about the math. It's a mental game. It's like a prison for your mind. It traps you in this constant state of scarcity and fear, and it stops you from taking risks, from chasing that dream job, from really living. So when you get out of debt, you're not just fixing your finances, you're setting your mind free.
So how do we slay this monster? We use a proven, powerful weapon, the avalanche method. It's incredibly simple, but it's tough. First, you list out every single debt you have, from the highest interest rate all the way down to the lowest. Then, you make the minimum payments on everything except for the one at the very top. You throw every single extra dollar you have at that top debt until it's gone. Then, you move to the next one. This is a war, and you gotta fight it like.
All right, so you've slain the debt dragon. Awesome. The temptation now is to just dive headfirst into the stock market. But not so fast. Before you build that empire, you need a strong foundation. You need a fortress. And that's exactly what Phase 2 is all about. Building a cash fortress that can withstand any storm life throws at you.
You've probably heard people say, cash is trash, right? And yeah, with inflation, holding too much cash for too long isn't great. But at the beginning of your journey, cash is your absolute best friend. Its job isn't to make you rich. Its job is to make sure you never go broke. It's like a fire extinguisher for your finances. You hope you never need it, but man, you'll be glad it's there if the house catches fire. I like to call this your freedom fund. We're talking 3 to 6 months of your absolute bare-bones living expenses, everything you need to survive, and you keep it somewhere safe and easy to get to, like a high-yield savings account. This isn't just a pile of money, you guys. This is your ticket to freedom. It's the buffer that lets you quit a job you hate, or take a chance on a new idea, or just sleep well at night no matter what's happening in the world.
Let me tell you a quick story about 2 investors. Investor A has no cash buffer. The market crashes and they lose their job. What happens? They're forced to sell their stocks at the worst possible time, locking in huge losses. Now look at Investor B. They've got that cash fortress. Same situation, market crash, job loss, but they just use their cash to live on. They don't touch their investments. They just wait for the market to recover. Who do you think comes out on top? It's not even a contest.
Okay, your defenses are up, your fortress is built. Now it's time to go on offense. But here's the thing about winning at investing. It's not about big, flashy, exciting plays. Nope. In this game, the slow and steady tortoise almost always crushes the hare. So get ready to get real comfortable with being boring.
We're going to use a strategy called the core satellite approach. I love this. Think of it like a financial mullet. All business in the front, party in the back. 90% of your money, the core, goes into simple, reliable, broad market index funds. This is the part that's going to steadily build your wealth over time. The other 10%, that's your satellite. That's your play money. You can use it to speculate on individual stocks, crypto, whatever you want. It scratches that itch without risking the whole farm.
So why don't we just try to pick the next big thing, like the next Amazon? Well, because the data is crystal clear. It's a loser's game. Over any 15-year stretch, more than 90% of professional, highly paid fund managers fail to beat a simple average index fund. Let that sink in. The pros can't even beat the average. So what does that tell you? It means being average in the stock market is actually how you win.
Look, I'm going to be straight with you. This is not a sexy strategy. You're not going to get rich overnight, but that is exactly the point. Good, solid investing should be boring. It really should feel like watching paint dry. If you check your portfolio and your heart starts pounding with excitement or fear, you're not investing anymore. You're just gambling.
So, you've got your boring is better investment plan ready to go. You're all set, right? Well, there's one more piece to this puzzle, and it's a big one. You need to build a tax shield. Because let's be real, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you get to keep.
Think of your investment accounts like a series of buckets you need to fill in a very specific order. I call this the tax-advantaged waterfall. First, and I can't say this loud enough, you put money into your 401k up to whatever your employer matches. It's literally free money. Don't leave it on the table. After that, you max out a Roth IRA for that beautiful tax-free growth. Then, if you have one, you max out an HSA. Only after all of those are full do you even think about putting money into a normal, taxable brokerage account.
Still not convinced this matters? Okay, let's look at the numbers. Say you invest 10 grand, and over 30 years it grows to 100 grand. Sweet! But if that's in a regular taxable account, when you pull it out, you could owe something like $18,000 in taxes. Ouch. Now, what if it was in a Roth IRA? How much tax do you pay? Zero. A big, fat nothing. You keep the entire 100 grand. That $18,000 difference, that's the power of the tax shield. Okay, we have built a rock-solid foundation. We've got our investment engine humming along. Now it is time to pour some rocket fuel on this fire. It's time to stop just playing defense and start playing some serious offense. It's time to win the income game. You've all heard it before, right? The latte effect. Just skip your $5 coffee every day and you'll be a millionaire. It's a nice thought, but it's mostly garbage. You cannot budget your way to being truly wealthy. Saving is defense, earning is offense. And while you can only cut your expenses down to zero, there is literally no ceiling on how much you can earn.
So here is your final mission, the last step in the playbook. It's called the skill audit. I want you to sit down and ask yourself one simple question. What is the single most valuable skill that would make me absolutely undeniable in my career? Got it? Okay. Now, dedicate just 1 hour every single day to mastering that skill. Do that for 6 months, and I promise you, you will be a force of nature. You'll be in a position to demand a raise, find a better job, or even start your own thing. This, right here, is the ultimate wealth cheat code.
And that's it. That is the entire playbook. You kill your high-interest debt. You build your cash fortress. You automate your investing into boring, reliable funds. You use the tax code to your advantage, and you aggressively focus on increasing your income. It's not complicated, but it works. This is your path to a life with more freedom and more choice.
But hey, this is just my take on the playbook. I want to hear from you. What are your best tips for building wealth? What's the one thing that made the biggest difference for you? Drop your strategies in the comments below. Let's make this a conversation and all learn from each other.
If you are serious about taking control of your financial future and creating your own financial exit, then you know what to do. Hit that like button and definitely subscribe to the channel. We're building a whole community of people who are on this exact same journey. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.